Facebook, YouTube at DWIZ News website Monday to Friday 1 p.m. DWIZ Network News. This is the news and information station of Aliw Broadcasting Corporation, reaching and engaging every Filipino on air, online, and on ground. Ito ang bagong DWIZ 882, nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama. Proud member of ALC Group of Companies. Isang pagpupugay, pasasalamat at pagsisikap ang pangako na aming bibitiwan sa lahat ng aming natanggap na pagpapala. Pagpupugay sa lahat ng nagbigay ng pagkilala sa Aliw Broadcasting Corporation mula sa Philippine Outstanding Brand of the Year, Philippine Finest Business Awards, and Outstanding Achievement, Asia Pacific Luminaire Awards, Southeast Asian Premier Business and Achiever Award. Sa aming mga natanggap, 4-time Best AM Station Awardee, DWIZ 882, 4-time Best Radio Newscaster Awardee, Dennis Antenor Jr., 3-time Best FM Station Awardee, Home Radio 97.9, 2-time Most Promising TV Station Awardee, Aliw Channel 23, at Best Public Service Radio Host Awardee, Bragi Braganza. Pangakong itutuloy ang pagbibigay ng tamang balita at tamang paglilingkod at isang malaking pasasalamat sa tiwalang naibigay sa amin. Pakaasahan yung gagawin naming malaking inspirasyon ito para ipagpatuloy ang maglingkod sa lahat ng Pilipino.
Ang lahat ng opinyon, pagtingin, pananaw o kuro-kuro ng mga bisita at panauhin o mga anchors o host sa programang ito ay sarili at tanging opinyon at pananaw ng mga nabanggit at hindi opinyon o pananaw ng Aliw Broadcasting Corporation, mga producers o mga namamahala ng Aliw Broadcasting o anumang organisasyon na affiliated sa network at kailanman ay hindi iniendorso ng Aliw Broadcasting Corporation ang mga nabanggit na opinyon at pananaw sa programa.
Walang yumayaman sa pagiging empleyado lang. Dapat lahat tayo nagninegosyo. Timing! Narito ang isang programang magbibigay ng tamang gabay sa pagnenegosyo. Pakinggan at panoorin ang mga ekspertong magiging guest dito. Isang show para sa negosyo. DWIZ Negoshow. Kasama sina Lito Gagni at Gerry Urbina. Pakinggan ng live sa DWIZ. Panoorin ng live sa Aliw 23 at i-follow sa lahat ng digital channels ng DWIZ, Facebook, YouTube at DWIZ News app. Huwag munang magplano, huwag munang sasabak, huwag munang papasok sa negosyo nang hindi napapanood ang show na Negoshow.
Oh, we have another electrifying episode dito of Negoshow. Yeah.
This will be a powerful rendition of what negosyo is all about.
Correct.
What will you learn?
Yes, that's right.
Listeners, tune in.
Our guest today is Mr. Christopher Cobo. Siya po ang CEO or Chief Executive Officer ng Metro Power Trading and Supplies, right? Good afternoon, Chris.
Good afternoon, guys.
Oy, thank you so much for spending your afternoon with us, ha?
Thank you for having me.
Oo. Siguro, let's get started on your professional journey. I mean, bago ka naging isang entrepreneur, ano ba pinagagawa mo?
Well, I started my entrepreneurship journey quite early. So we started mga 24. Pero before that...
24 years old ka?
Yeah, 24.
Okay.
Me and my wife started our business 24. Before that, we were working in a bank. So both of us in the same bank, we were working there.
Oy.
Then after a while lang...
Inter-office romance, ha?
We were boyfriend and girlfriend before before going to the bank. Pero nung pumasok na kami, nagkaroon nga issue na akala may mga ganun sa namin.
Yes.
Anyway, After a while, we realized na parang being in the corporate world wasn't for us. So we
Okay.
started thinking of things na ano kung pwede namin gawin. So we decided na parang mag-start ng business namin.
Ayun.
Okay.
Malay ko, your life journey will be an inspiration to many of our listeners.
Yeah.
Dubai, Singapore, lahat, Australia, lahat. Oh.
And Tito, to many husbands and wives.
Yes.
Mga couples,
Ang
diba?
dami, oh.
So,
Pangilan na to.
Tito,
Pangilan na kayo na couples na.
literally, siya at yung asawa niya, ang good, best example of a power couple, di ba?
Oo,
Yun.
power eh.
Pero wait, paano niya naisipan na pumasok sa yung tinatawag na energy storage and clean energy solutions?
Okay, so yung when it started, kasi sa side ng wife ko talaga, this
Ayun.
is how it happened. They were really into that ever since the 60s or 70s pa.
Okay.
Sana sa energy na
Energy system.
energy na talaga yung business nila. Pero
Okay.
they're into retail. So
Okay.
they're retail. And then, nung time na namin, pa-retire na talaga yung father-in-law ko. Basically, retired na siya. So wala
Okay.
na continue.
Yep.
We started our own. When we started our own, we were more into the wholesale distribution part of it na.
Okay.
So, if my father-in-law was into the retail side, pa isa-isa lang yung benta, what we did, we started importing and then we started
Wow,
distributing
galing.
on a larger and bigger scale.
Yeah. Can you talk about what are the different products that you currently offer?
Okay, for Bestcore, we're carrying Bestcore in Metro Power. What we offer is battery energy storage systems na batteries. So basically those are lithium-ion batteries.
Okay.
Na we have for residential, we also have for commercial and industrial.
Okay.
So for those who are not familiar kung ano sila, yung mga residential batteries namin, kasi usong-uso na ngayon dito yung mga nag-solar panels.
Solar,
Kaya,
correct, yes.
Tapos may battery storage.
Yes, battery storage.
Yep.
And what we have is yung mga three-phase saka single-phase na residential batteries namin that
Okay.
will supplement or complement yung mga solar panels. So if wala nang at night, pwede nyo gamitin yung batteries. Pwede pa rin yung na-store na energy, pwede lang gamitin.
So, kung walang araw,
Yan.
right?
Yeah.
Nasa-store yung
Power, yung nakuha ninyo.
na-harvest from the sun,
Yes.
tapos magagamit.
Yes. And for emergency,
Sa gabi.
kunyari walang kuryente, pwede rin siyang gamitin para
Okay, so pag may brownout rin.
Libre.
So parang generator rin siya, in a
And
way.
for the commercial industrial side, sa mga commercial industrial mga facilities like mga factories, they can also use the batteries
maganda.
instead of mga generators. If ang maganda diyan, if they put solar panels, kasi a lot of them are putting solar panels
Yes.
na rin sa mga big factories, they should also put batteries. If they put solar panels, they should put batteries.
Put batteries, okay.
Oh, importante, pero mahal yung battery. Kaya yung solar panel, almost cost as much as the solar
Yes.
panel.
Pero-
But then, maganda naman.
Yes.
Yep.
But the good thing about that, yes, it's a bit expensive before, pero through the years, especially now,
mura
pababa na yung presyo.
Yep.
They're not as expensive as they were before.
Yep.
Ayun.
For the naman, sa mga kunyari sa mga generation, kunyari there's a lot of solar farms right now, right?
Yes.
Nakikita nyo dyan, the big conglomerates are into energy.
Correct, yes.
And they're building solar farms. There's so many solar farms that are being built, pero not a lot of them are putting
Battery.
batteries. And they can
Aso
only
doon kayo.
they can only produce so much energy in the morning,
Oh.
pero after a while, wala na. So that's where the batteries come in. Pag-store nila yung mga excess nila and they can sell that energy after na wala ng araw.
And meron rin siyang peak and off-peak advantage.
Yes.
Hindi ba? Can you explain that?
Okay, so yung peak advantage they can store the energy during the
Off-peak hours.
off-peak hours and
Oo.
then they discharge it during peak,
The peak hours.
So,
So, nakaka-menos gastos.
So, makakatipid sila.
Yes, makakatipid.
Yep.
Maganda.
Makakatipid.
Maganda. It will be economical in the end.
Yes.
Or residential, So,
And commercial rin, Tito.
yes.
Yeah. Wait, Chris, can you know, our show kasi it's Negoshow. Our aim is to inspire as many Filipinos and Filipinas to embark on their own
Yes.
personal entrepreneurial journey. And siguro what we want to learn first is when you decided to pivot, di ba? Kasi, kunento mo nga kanina, yung in-laws mo, di ba? They were on the retail side
Yeah.
of the electrical industry. Pero kayo, husband and wife, nag-decide kayo, uy, mag-wholesale, mag-import tayo, wholesale distribution tayo. Can you siguro talk about yung early days, yung startup ninyo? What were the different challenges that you guys experienced?
Okay, so I think one of the biggest challenges is when we started, we were young, and not a lot of people when you're going into different companies, when they see you, they tell you. They don't actually believe you when you go there and you look super young.
Correct, yep.
Especially one story is like we went to a very big developer,
Okay.
and my wife was there, and she told them, "Siyempre, nag-offer, di ba?"
Yes.
And then my wife told them, we are importers. And sabi sa kanila talaga, importer kayo, parang ganon.
Oo.
So one of the challenges is that to build the trust in that customer, napakita namin na kaya namin gawin yung mga ginagawa ng mga bigger or more known companies.
Okay.
So that's where yung naging parang challenge talaga namin.
Yeah.
To prove ourselves basically when we were young hanggang na-build up namin.
Uy, Tito, magandang lesson yan. Kasi madami mga bata nanonood right now, yung mga young entrepreneurs, di
Lalo
ba?
yung mga bagong kasal.
Correct, yes, yeah.
What distinguishes you from the others?
Well, in our company, or
Yes,
business,
yes.
well, I think this is something I also impart to all my employees as well, is that you have to build yung say things na parang for face value. You have to really build trust. Kung ano yung sinabi mo, that is what you will deliver. You build the trust. Yung relationships is very important to us. Na our customers since 2006, they're still our customers. A lot of people na
18 years, ha?
yung mga how we interact, how we respect yung mga dating mga lineman, ngayon mga managers na.
Correct.
You build on that. So kung ano yung nakita mo sa kanila, the trust, respect, tuloy-tuloy lang.
So, how many employees do you have now, and how many employees did you have before? Siguro husband and wife lang nun.
Okay, no. When we started, it's just the two of us. We were in a very small office,
Yes.
one table, one chair. Basically, wife ko lang nakapokus, siya yung head ng sales and marketing.
Okay.
But yun ang inisip ko, siya yung head.
So araw-araw magkaharap kayo?
Yes, until today, every day. Although magkahiwalay yung office namin,
Okay.
I still go to her office every day. Kami pa rin magkasama.
Nagre-report ka sa kanya?
Yes, ako nagre-report.
So, who
Morning
decides?
and night?
Yes, morning.
Sinisigurado lang natin yan, Tito. Sinisigurado lang natin.
Who decides?
So my wife's the head of sales and marketing.
Okay.
She decides everything about in aspect.
Okay.
I handle everything else, yung mga big decisions. Pero of course, magkasama pa rin kami in all those kinds of decisions.
Wait, curious lang ako. Kasi again, marami nanonood dyan, na husband and wife that are siguro thinking or just about to start their own entrepreneurial journey. Do you advise them to go into business as husband and wife?
Well, for me personally, I really...
Ingat ka sa sagot mo, Chris, ha?
Personally, I talked to a lot of people. Sila,
Nagugulat sila.
The sad thing about it is that some of them, parang sila, hindi ba mahirap yun? Parang araw-araw kasama mo, morning hanggang gabi kasama mo yung wife mo. Pero ako personally, I really enjoyed it. And well, siguro I'm just lucky na with the partner I got na we complement each other. Pinupunuan niya yung kulang ko, ako pinupunuan ko yung kulang niya.
Oh, tama yung sagot,
Remember
Tito.
that, ha?
Remember that, Tito.
Anyway, what are the challenges that yung naranasan ninyo na habang when you were building your business, and how did you go about solving them?
Challenges is like what I said earlier, na parang wala kasi kami, the sad thing about it, when we started, wala kami yung mga, nakikita ko yung mga parang naging mentors, mga ganyan.
Yeah.
The one that really guided us. And we had to do everything on our own. We had to learn how to import on our own, all those kinds of documentation and how to talk to people. Kasi yung ano ko nga is medyo may edad na rin yung mga side namin. So wala kaming naging parang mentor. At,
Pero looking back, would you advise yung mga listeners natin, yung manonood right now, na humanap ng mentor sa Negoshow?
yeah, I think so. Finding a good mentor is very important to help you na siyempre para ma-overcome mo na yung mga hurdles.
Para mas mabilis.
Ayan ha, guys, narinig nyo ha.
Yeah.
Humanap ng mentor.
Magaling na mentor.
Meron kami mga na-interview mentor.
Yan ang common, actually common yan sa mga successful entrepreneurs na na-interview na namin dito
Diba?
sa show.
Number one dyan, yung
Majority of them
si Mr.
ay
Lanot,
my
di ba?
mentor. Yes.
I think if
Wapo yun. Chick boy lang.
Oh, that's right.
Anyway.
Pero siya ito yung pogi na lanot. Di ba?
Pogi. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oo. Pero wait, Chris, looking back ha, kasi just to build on the question of Tito Lito kanina, I mean, can you share with us siguro when you were starting the business, can you talk about the biggest risk that you took na paid off.
Oo.
Diba?
So one of the biggest stresses, because when we started, we were more into the brands that are known, yung mga sikat na talaga.
Like GE.
Like GE, yes,
Okay.
like GE.
Yep.
Then eventually, we were seeing na they weren't able to compete now with when China is coming in, those kind of things. And yun yung one of the ano namin is na we had to look for other brands. And that other brands, when we came in, syempre of course, we had to start again.
Okay.
Simula ulit kasi hindi siya kilala here. It's a new brand here in the market. And we had to parang start again, napakilala namin. Good thing, we had the foundation na na-build na nga namin, yung trust namin, yung relationship namin with our customers, na although it's a bit challenging, nagtiwala pa rin sila sa amin.
Galing,
Nagtiwala
ah.
namin.
So, I mean, can you talk about yung process na yun? Yung paghahanap ng bago na supplier.
Yes.
Kasi I'm sure, again, madami nanonood na nakikinig right now, naghahanap rin ng mga supplier, di ba? From abroad
Yes.
to bring products into the Philippines. Can you share that journey?
Okay.
Oh.
So there's a lot of ways to get those suppliers. There's a lot of trade shows that you can go to.
Trade
Ayun, trade show.
Here
Yan,
in the
isa yan.
Philippines, or also you go to China for the trade shows.
Okay.
And all kind of industry, like the Canton Fair. Like the Canton
okay.
Fair.
Sikat na sikat
Sikat
yun,
yan.
Tito.
Lahat ng industry na gusto mo nandun. So it goes for a couple of days and punta ka doon, makakita ka na lahat ng klaseng supplier. And then, pero kami, hindi namin ginawa yun eh. So, there are websites for our industry, specifically for electrical. And then, we had to contact those
So
Isa-isa.
in
suppliers.
other words, Google lang.
Yes, parang Google lang siya.
Okay.
Then, once we coordinated with them, tingnan namin, syempre, we talk to them via email, we talk to them via phone. Then, eventually, they asked us to visit.
Ayun,
They
doon
asked
na.
us to visit sa China, then we see their facilities if it's okay.
Yep.
Then it's not just kung sino yung unang nakausap, we did it a couple of times.
So, you considered multiple
Lahat.
suppliers.
Yes.
Binisita nyo
Yes.
isa't isa yon. So, medyo may gastos rin.
Yes.
Konti,
The
no?
good thing about it is if you're really looking for good suppliers, silang gagastos para sa iyo.
Oh,
Oh, ganda.
Silang mag-invite sa iyo to go to China.
okay.
Okay, so ang gastos mo lang doon is yung basically, kuha mo lang ng visa, yung plane ticket, yung hotel
Okay.
namin, gastos nila.
Ayun.
Oh, wow.
I just wanted to know, what company was your first customer? How did you swing it? At saka, what what happened? Yung bang, kailan niyo nakuha yon? Ilang araw na ba when you set up the company or what? Para lang malaman ng mga, kasi remember, mga would-be entrepreneurs, mga nanonood dito, para lang at least malaman nila how difficult it is or how easy it is.
Can I name them, yung company, yung customer?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so yung pinaka-biggest customer namin when we started was Mega World.
Uy,
Okay.
shout out to Mega World.
When we started with Mega World, like I said, yung wife ko ay pumunta doon.
Okay.
Sila yung nagsabi, sila yung nagsabi sa purchasing na ikaw supplier ka. So sige, try ko. Bumili sila isang product lang, isang piraso.
Ayun.
Okay.
It started with that. We started with one product and eventually they liked it and they saw we can deliver on time.
Okay.
And then nagtuloy-tuloy na.
Galing ah.
Yung Eastwood, isa pa lang yung building doon.
No.
Yeah.
We supplied basically all their meters there. Then basically all ng mga buildings there, we supplied their electrical.
Yeah.
And sumunod na yung mga Resorts World, Marriott, Uptown Mall.
Newport, Hilton.
Basically, majority ng mga establishment ni Mega World,
Yes.
kami yung nag-supply
Ang
ng mga
galing. Ang ganda.
Wow.
metering panel boards and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, ayos
Wow.
ah.
So that was your big break.
Yes, that's where
That was your big break.
Nag-start talaga kami sa developer.
Yeah. Since we're talking about na yung mga electrical, no, can you talk about your products? Yung particularly I'm interested yung sa Bestcore.
Okay.
And how it helps businesses and communities. Siguro kasi I'm sure madaming right now that have just tuned in are not familiar with yung tinatawag nyo yung battery energy storage systems or
Best.
BESS.
Yes.
yan.
Okay, for BESS, there's different customers for it. Like I said, the ones residential pero ang main focus namin will be the commercial industrial and like the DUs, mga electric utilities in the provinces. So kung hindi familiar lahat yung people watching, familiar sila sa Meralco here in Metro Manila. Pero there's around 120 more like Meralcos, the electric utilities all over the
Across the
Philippines,
country.
across the country.
Mga electric co-ops.
Yes, electric co-ops.
Yep.
So those are our targets for best score.
Oh, maganda yan, ha?
We can help them sa kanilang mga substations nila
Okay.
to put batteries to complement and support their substations.
So malalaking battery storage systems to?
Yes, so kasing laki siya ng isang 40-foot container. So isang 40-foot container na battery would be around 2 megawatts. So yung 2 megawatts,
2 megawatts?
2 megawatts. So it supports the substation. So kung anything na magkaroon ng problem yung substation, nandiyo siya as backup. And aside from sa mga electric utilities, yung BESS can be used for off-grid din sa mga island projects.
Oh, yun, marami.
Madami tayong islands.
Dami nating islands.
So many
Palawan, ano?
7,000, over 7,000 islands.
So yung mga islands na yon na walang constant supply of power, they can use the BESS to help them get consistent energy. So they put the solar panels there, they have the batteries, and then sa backup, diesel generator. Kung off-grid sila, kasi the BESS can be charged via solar panels or diesel generator. So they can have power 24/7 in that island.
So talaga importante yung product nyo kasi it's going to help stabilize our grid.
Yes, exactly. It helps stabilize the grid. And there's so many areas na nga sa atin na walang energy.
Marami, wala eh. Oh.
Yes.
Pumapalya.
Yes.
Palawan nga, grabe.
Kuryente,
Lagi yun doon, no? Grabe.
Yeah. So very important dito kasi again, their product will help many of the electric cooperatives and many of the isolated islands or
Islands.
areas
Marami.
across the Philippines.
Yes.
Also, you know, I think yung BESS, di ba, it will also play a big part in the future of sustainability here in the Philippines. Can
Yes.
you elaborate that and how it will shape, you know,
Yes.
yun nga, power distribution for the future?
So as part of the DOE's roadmap for ang goal kasi nila up to 2040 is to have a sustainable grid. So putting up mga solar panels, anything na renewable will help stabilize the grid, and part of it is having battery energy storage systems in all of them.
Okay.
So that is the goal of DOE. So until 2040.
Tama. O kasi meron silang meron silang
Target, di ba, Tito, na big
Yeah.
chunk of our energy supply is renewable.
renewable. Anyway, many people associate renewable energy with high costs. How does BESCO help businesses and households make the transition cost effective?
Uy,
How do they make it? Kasi economics di ba?
Yes, that's right.
So, the ROI basically for residential would be, like I said, before it's expensive. Masabi na natin it's expensive having batteries. That's why a lot of people na naka-net metering, they wanted na solar panels lang ilagay nila, hindi lagyan ng batteries. Pero now, with the technology that's consistently evolving, nagmumura na. Like the batteries itself, nagmumura na siya eh. So, having that in parallel with the solar panels, it's very economical na rin eh. Naging economical na siya. And lalo na, in the next couple of years pa, pamura ng pamura lang.
Talaga.
So good news, ha?
Yes,
That's
galing.
good news for households and
Yes.
businesses,
Yes.
di ba? But I have a question about BESS kasi may nabasa ako recently about may safety concern
Yes,
about
okay.
BESS. But bago mo sagutin yan, mag-break muna tayo.
Yeah.
For a commercial.
DWIZ Negosyo.
Picture a place adorned with lush greenery, gently swaying trees, a haven where time seems to stand still. Eternal Gardens provides a sanctuary for remembrance, a place where the memories of your loved ones can bloom forever.
Eternal Gardens, a glimpse of heaven on a patch of earth.
Alam mo ba na ang Bataan ay hindi lamang puno ng kasaysayan, kundi isa na ring nangungunang destinasyon para sa adventure at economic growth. Ang Bataan-Cavite Interlink Bridge ay isang proyekto ng pamahalaan ng Pilipinas sa pamamagitan ng Department of Public Works and Highways o DPWH na may suporta sa pagpopondo mula sa Asian Development Bank at sisimulan nito ngayong 2025. Kapag natapos na ito, babawasan nito ang biyahe mula Bataan patungong Cavite sa loob lamang ng 40 minuto. At dahil dyan, Mas mabilis mo nang mapupuntahan ng mga tourist spots tulad ng Five Fingers Cove sa Maribeles. Perfect na perfect yan para sa cliff diving at snorkeling. Las Casas Filipinas de Acuzar sa Bagak, isang heritage resort naman yan na nagpapakita ng mga naibalik na Spanish-Filipino houses. At Mount Samat sa Pilar, kung saan matatagpuan ang dambana ng kagitingan bilang paggunita sa mga bayani ng Bataan. Hindi lang ito simpleng destinasyon, ito ang next big thing sa turismo at negosyo. Kaya kung gusto mong mauna sa pag-discover ng isang lugar na may perfect balance ng history, adventure at modern economic growth, Bataan ang susunod mong pupuntahan. At yan ang balitang mas maganda pa sa good news, the better news. Halina at tikman sa Tagaytay na hindi lang tungkol sa malamig na klima at magagandang tanawin, kundi punong-puno rin ito ng mga pagkain na siguradong pampainit at pampagana. Unahin na natin dyan ang bulalo na ultimate comfort food ng Tagaytay na mayroong malambot na baka, malinamnam na sabaw at bone marrow na sobrang rich sa lasa at perfect na perfect yan sa malamig na klima sa lugar. Siyempre hindi rin naman mawawala ang tawilis, ang crispy deep fried freshwater fish na swak partneran ng suka at kanin. Para sa merienda, subukan mo naman ang espasol, isang chewy rice cake na coated sa pulbos ng pinatuyong nyog, at ang buko tart, isang sweet at creamy pastry na gawa sa fresh buko. Panulak naman ba ang hanap mo? Subukan mo na ang Tagaytay Chocolate de Batirol, isang traditional hot chocolate na gawa sa pure cacao na sobrang tamis at mapapawaw ka sa sarap. Kaya kung food trip ang hanap mo, siguradong busog at satisfied ka sa Tagaytay sa mga putaheng highly recommended.
Nakaaway mo ba ang boss mo dahil sa isang bagay na work-related? May issue ka ba sa kumpanya na work-related at di mo alam paano i-handle? Kung problema mo ay work-related, kinig, nood at follow na sa DWIZ Work-Related. Kasama ang motivational speaker ng Pilipinas, si Lloyd Luna, at ang kanyang mga expert na mga bisita sa DWIZ, Sabado, 3 p.m. Tama! DWIZ News Catch Up! News Catch Up!
Pilipinas, narito na po mga tamang balita sa oras na ito. Pangulong Marcos hindi dapat mangialam sa BICAM conference ayon sa isang mambabatas. Ang detalye mula kay Patrol 30 Jelly Mendez.
Iginiit ni House Deputy Minority Leader Franz Castro na hindi dapat manghimasok si Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr. sa Bicameral Conference Committee para sa national budget. Ayon kay Castro, isa itong exclusive legislative function at ang partisipasyon ng Pangulo ay mauuwi lamang umano sa pag-pressure sa mga mambabatas at sisirain lamang nito ang separation of powers. Anya tungkulin ng legislatura ang BICAM at hindi dapat ito dinadaluhan ng Pangulo dahil banta ito sa kalayaan ng mga mambabatas na magpasya batay na rin sa interes ng mamamayan. Ipinunto ng mambabatas na hindi playground ng Pangulo ang BICAM sapagkat dito isinasapinal ng mga kongresista at senador. Ang pambansang budget, malinaw anya na nilalabag umano ng presensya ni Pangulong Marcos ang prinsipyo ng checks and balances at nagiging banta sa independence ng Kongreso. Dahil dito ay nanawagan si Castro na magkaroon ng full transparency at public scrutiny sa susunod na BICAM sa pamagitan ng live telecast kung saan ay dapat ay bukas sa lahat ng Pilipino ang bawat deliberasyon upang tunay na may paglaban ang interes ng mamamayan. Dagdag naman ni ACT Teachers Party List Representative-elect Antonio Tino, ang BICAM ay hindi isang secret club para sa presidente at sa kanyang mga kaalyado upang pagpasyahan kung paano gagastusin ang kaban ng bayan. Ito si Patrol 30. Jelly Mendez nag-uulat para sa impinang may todong lakas sa DWIZ. Nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama.
DWIZ News Catch Up! News Catch Up!
Mass layoff ng isang MC company, ibinabala kasunod ng utos ng LTFRB na bawasan ng kanilang mga ride. Alamin ang detalye mula kay Patrol 17 Jopel Pelenyo.
Nagbabala ang isang motorcycle taxi company sa posibleng mass layoff ng mahigit 14,000 riders at ang abalang idudulot nito sa libo-libong pasahero kung hindi agad aaksyonan ng pamahalaan ang kanilang apila laban sa utos ng Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board o LTFRB sa isang supplemental motion na inihain ngayong araw, May 22, nanawagan ang MC Company na Move It sa Motorcycle Taxi Technical Working Group o MCTTWG na itigil muna ang pagpapatupad ng April 2025 order na nagpapababa sa bilang ng kanilang mga rider at nag-aatas ng tigil operasyon sa Cebu at Cagayan de Oro. Giit ng kumpanya, labag ang kautusan sa due process dahil ibinasi lamang umano ito sa isang hearing kung saan hindi present ang buong miyembro ng TWG at wala rin kinatawan ng kumpanya o ng mga rider. Tinukoy rin nito na hindi isinasaalang-alang sa desisyon ang kanilang paliwanag na sumusunod sila sa alokasyon ng riders sang ayon sa guidelines ng Pilot Implementation Program para sa motorcycle taxis. Binigyan diin ng Move It na magre-resulta ang pagpapatupad ng order sa pagkawala ng hanap buhay ng halos 7,000 rider sa Metro Manila, 3,000 sa Cebu at 3,000 rin sa Cagayan de Oro City. Maliban pa ito sa epekto sa mga pasaherong umaasa sa kumpanya o sa MC Taxi na ito bilang abot kaya, ligtas at mabilis na opsyon sa transportasyon. Naging kapansin-pansin din ayon sa kumpanya ang timing ng utos na inilabas ilang araw bago ang Labor Day na nila dapat sanay para sa pagkilala sa mga manggagawang Pilipino. Iginiit ng kumpanya na kinikilala nila ang kapangyarihan ng TWG na mag-regulate, ngunit dapat daw itong isinagawa sa naaayon sa batas at may sapat na konsultasyon sa mga apektado. Dagdag pa ng Move It na kung patatagalin pa ang pagresolba sa kanilang apila, hindi lang ang mga rider ang mawawala ng hanap buhay, kundi pati na rin ang mahihirapan ay ang publiko, lalo na may nakaambang rehabilitasyon sa kahabaan ng EDSA sa susunod na buwan. Ito sa Patrol 17 Chopel Peleño. Para sa impilang may todo lakas, DWIZ. Nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama.
DWIZ News Catch Up. News Catch Up.
At yan ang mga tamang balita sa mga oras na ito. Mag-follow at subscribe sa lahat ng DWIZ News Digital Channels, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, X, DWIZ News App at DWIZ News website. Ako po si Guy Rafael, nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama.
Oras-oras nagbabalita ng tama, naglilingkod ng tama. DWIZ News Catch Up. News Catch Up. DWIZ Negoshow kasama sina Lito Gagni at Gerry Urbina. Negoshow.
Okay, we're back. And
Yan.
guest po natin today is Mr. Chris Cobo. Siya po ang CEO or Chief Executive Officer ng Metro Power Trading and Supplies. Yan. Chris, kanina may nabang nakabitin na question bago tayo mag-break. You know, pag-usapan naman natin yung, nabasa ko kasi ito may mga safety concerns about battery energy storage systems, di ba? Kasi I think recently sa San Diego,
Yeah.
may nasunog
Yes.
ng mga BESS, di ba?
Yes.
So,
So totoo yan. It can happen. So that's why yung Bestcore, the brand we're carrying,
Yep.
and the best we have, they have all the safety that's included in the best.
The package.
So like the fire safety, within 3 seconds, if ever anything happens, there's fire suppression.
Mamatay.
sila. And the whole
Okay.
battery is being consistently, yung temperature niya is around 3 degrees, 3 to 5 degrees. So hindi
Kailangan malamig.
mainit.
Kailangan pala malamig.
Anything na lahat ng mga safety functions nandun. So yung battery energy, battery management system niya, yung BMS niya, nandun din siya. So remotely na-monitor siya kung umiinit ba siya or anything. So kung sino man may-ari nun, yung utility or yung customer, na-monitor naman. And if ever may mangyari, automatic lahat, yung pati fire suppression niya, lahat nandun.
Ang dami pa lang ano. So, what do you think are the most exciting developments that you foresee in the future?
oo.
So what I see maybe in the next 5 years,
5 years, ha?
tuloy. Kasi the biggest solar farm in the whole world is
Dito.
being built here
Dito
in
sa
the Philippines.
Pero solar, oh.
Wow.
So, di ba, nandyan na pupunta talaga lahat ng ng industry. They're going to solar, they're going to renewables. And always like that, like I said, battery will be part of it. They cannot just rely on the solar farms only. They have to put batteries in there para mas sustainable yung ginagawa nila.
Yeah.
India.
Para hindi sayang yung pag-harvest.
Hindi sayang. You have the biggest solar farm pero you can only use it sa umaga lang.
Paano yardstick yan? Yung, halimbawa, yung container van, 2 megawatts yun.
Yes.
Ilan dapat ang solar panels para masupply yung 2 megawatts na yan?
It can be 1:1, 2 megawatt na solar farm to 2 megawatt na battery, pero it will take longer to build it. So, of course, having a bigger solar farm would be better.
Mas maganda.
To supplement the battery. Pero 1:1 is pwede.
Galing, ha?
Wait, how do you ensure that your solutions remain smart
Yeah.
and innovative and reliable in this industry nga? Kasi sobrang fast-paced ng technology, di ba, right now?
Yes.
Oh.
So it is fast-paced. So the technology from 2 or 3 years ago is not the same.
Outdated na.
Outdated na. It's always evolving, and that's why we partnered with one of the best companies that's in that area.
Oh, okay.
They're developing it nonstop.
Okay.
Nonstop. R&D consistently. That's why they're supplying. They're known and being supplied all over the world.
Okay.
They started this actually in Germany. So yung batteries nila started in Germany, and they brought it here, and that's why I believe, I really know na consistently, non-stop, dinedevelop nila yan.
Yeah, wait. Transferring naman the know-how to your local engineers.
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
so they train your engineers.
Yes.
Right now, how many engineers would you have on your team?
So our in-house teams, they only have around 2
Okay.
for quick deployment.
Quick deployment.
Pero kung sino yung end user, they get trained naman.
Okay.
So not just us, they get trained. And the good thing about this, they don't get trained here in the Philippines. If they want, they can be trained in China. So they stay there for a couple of weeks
Uy,
in China.
bakasyon pa.
Galing, ha?
Part na parang bakasyon na rin. So
Where do you see the company in 5 years?
our company, hopefully, we were one of the leading in this field because we were one of the first to deploy this kind of technology
Galing, ha?
in the industry. So hopefully, the next 5 years.
First mover advantage, ha?
Mover advantage
Ang
dito. Yeah.
galing talaga.
Kanina binanggit mo nga, di ba, the Philippines, so much potential, di ba? Yun nga, you mentioned, we're rolling out the world's largest solar farm, di ba? So where do you see the Philippines playing, or what role do you see the Philippines playing in this renewable energy revolution, and how do you see BESCOR contributing to that revolution?
So we were since we're building one of the biggest solar farms. So I think we're leading in that field,
Okay.
diba?
Correct, yep.
And of course, hindi lang, it will not stop there. It will continue to grow. And us, Metro Power, carrying BESCOR, hopefully we can get into in that action. Hopefully, we're really excited. We're already talking with people in those industries
Yes.
na makapasok kami. Hopefully, di ba?
Kasi ang ganda ng opportunity dito. Pwede tayo mag-export ng energy.
Yes.
Yes.
Diba? With the world's largest solar farm na that we're building, diba? So I think you will play a big role, a huge role in this, you know?
So, hindi ko merong technology transfer, pretty soon, you yourself will now have your own,
Yeah.
ano dito?
That is our goal. It's one of our goals in our company. Yes, like I said, for 5 years, we want to build our own solar farms and facilities as well.
Well, nakakagulat, ha? From banking to...
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
Are you engineers? No.
No?
See? So, yung mga ano dyan, mga nagbabalak, hindi kayo kailangan maging expert in the field that you want to go into.
Yes.
Pwedeng banker ka, napunta sa energy.
Yes.
Pwedeng energy ka, punta kang banking.
Oh, Tito, maganda yan, what you just brought up. So curious ako.
Hindi ako
How-
banker.
Hindi ka rin banker. No, it's curious na ako, how did you build on your expertise? How did you become so learned in the energy industry?
If you're really into what you're doing, it's
Okay.
up to you. You will learn it, and you surround yourself with the best people. I am not an engineer, but I surround myself with engineers. I hire the best people.
Ayun,
I learn from them.
Ayun.
Uy, Tito, magandang lesson yan.
Galing.
Hire the best. Yan.
In hiring, sino ang deciding factor between you and the wife?
Realistically, totoo yung wife ko.
Siya marunong tumingin.
Kaya siya talaga.
Okay.
Final interview sa office namin.
Ah,
Goes
siya.
to her, yeah.
Yeah.
May mga cases ba na yung go sa'yo, stop sa kanya?
Yes. Ano siguro, it's in my nature, I guess. I always see parang the best in people. Parang,
Ayun. Yung ano mo.
Parang okay sila lagi or mababait sila.
Oh.
And, my wife has a good eye na nakikita niya na parang
Wow,
there's something wrong with
Bro,
this.
talagang may good eye siya dahil nakita ka niya.
Oo.
Galing, ha?
Wait,
Sarap.
let's talk
Ganda
about
ng
naman.
kwento ninyo.
Yeah.
Na, this will resonate among our listeners. Eh.
Yes, that's
Anyway, for your information, Negoshow, we do this 3 times a week.
3 times a week.
Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
That's
2 to 3. We are number 2 in that segment.
Yeah.
No number 1.
Wait, Chris, can you share a success story where, yun nga, yung solutions nyo dyan sa Metro Power or Best Score, how it made a significant difference in a business or a community that you serve?
Okay, I think one of the best success story is in one of our customers na their industry nila, they do what do you call this? Dressing. They're a dressing plant.
Okay, chicken dressing plant.
Yeah,
Okay.
one of the big dressing plants here
Located where?
in Bulacan.
Oh, shout out sa mga taga Bulacan.
So they got an energy audit. Meralco's telling them to lower their bill because they're consuming around 9 to 10 million a month.
Yep.
And then of course nung energy audit sila, they got nasabi lagyan ng solar panel. And then when I heard na yun sabi sa kanila, we told them na might as well think about putting battery storage and
To save more.
So it around 30% yata.
Uy,
Laki, ha?
malaking savings yun dito.
Tandem with the
So, 6 million na lang sila.
tandem yun ng solar saka ng batteries.
Yep.
So, anong nun? ROI nun?
Realistically, it would be around 5 years.
So 5 years, an investment
Yeah.
in a battery energy storage.
Then it pays for itself na, ha?
Then it
5
would
years.
pay for itself.
Ang galing.
Not a bad
Ang
investment.
ganda ng inyong ginagawa para for businesses, ha?
Yeah.
Let me see. How do they contact you? Yung mga pera daw so do tune in.
Yes.
Yeah.
How do they reach you?
So I can send my contact number, but you can reach us at our Facebook page in Metro Power and Trading Supplies Inc. You can leave us a
Metro Power.
Yes, Metro Power.
And Trading Supplies Inc. Okay.
And you can email us at sales@metropowercorporation.com.
.com.
Sales.
Yeah. Well, Tito, kailangan muna natin mag-break.
Yes. Yan, break ulit muna. Negosyo muna.
DWIZ Negosyo.
Picture a place adorned with lush greenery, gently swaying trees, a haven where time seems to stand still. Eternal Gardens provides a sanctuary for remembrance, a place where the memories of your loved ones can bloom forever.
Eternal gardens, a glimpse of heaven on a patch of earth.
Do you have a gambling problem? To know more about Paccor's responsible gaming program, including its player exclusion program, visit www.pacor.ph/regulatory/responsible.ph. A message of concern from the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation.
Balitang mas maganda pa sa good news. DWIZ, the better news.
Pinalalawak ng Department of Health o DOH ang Medical Assistance for Indigent Patients program upang mas maraming Pilipino ang makinabang. Sa Central Visayas, mahigit 95,000 na pasyente ang natulungan mula 2022 hanggang May 2024. Sa Bicol Region naman, umabot sa 345,238 na mga pasyente ang nabigyan ng assistance mula Enero hanggang October 15, 2023. Sa Calabarzon, 12,658 indigent patients ang nakatanggap ng tulong medical medikal noong ikalawang quarter ng 2018. Ang mga hakbang na ito ay nagpapakita ng patuloy na pagsisikap ng DOH na tiyaking may access ang mga nangangailangang Pilipino sa dekalidad na serbisyong medikal. At yan ang balitang mas maganda pa sa good news, the better news.
Maraming naniniwala ng pagkain ng maanghang ay nagdudulot ng ulcer. Ngunit totoo nga ba ito? Tara, let's prove it! Bago maniwala sa mga claim-claim na yan, patunayan na yan sa Let's Prove It! Ayon sa isang pag-aaral mula sa University of Maryland Medical Center, ang sobrang pagkain ng maanghang na pagkain ay maaring nagdudulot ng irritation sa lining ng sikmura, lalo na sa mga taong sensitive ang tiyan. Sinusuportahan ito ni Dr. Peterson Smith, isang gastroenterologist na nagsabing ang capsaicin, ang compound na nagpapaanghang sa sili, ay maaring magpalala ng pamamaga ng tiyan. Dagdag pa rito, ayon kay Dr. David Graham, isang eksperto sa Helicobacter pylori o H. pylori, ay nagsabi na ang pangunahing sanhi ng ulcer ay ang H. pylori bacteria at sobrang paggamit ng anti-inflammatory drugs. Ngunit ang pagkain ng maanghang na pagkain ay maaaring magpalubha sa kondisyon ng mga taong may ulcer na. Kaya't kung may history ka ng ulcer, maring mainam na limitahan ang pagkain ng maanghang upang maiwasan ang hindi ka nais-nais na epekto nito.
Mga moments na hindi malilimutan. Mga moments na laging babalikan. Mga moments na that will stay forever.
Memories like the corners of my mind.
I know your eyes in the morning sun. I feel you touch.
Songs and poetry with the seniors. Senior Moments.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take
Sundays, 12:30 p.m. sa DWIZ. DWIZ News FM Regional and Aliw Channel 23.
close to you.
DWIZ Negoshow kasama sina Lito Gagni at Gerry Urbina. Negoshow.
Okay, Chris, we're back. Oo, nabitin lang kasi alam mo, kailangan mag-negosyo eh. Diba? Maghanap buhay. But tatanong ka sana is, can you share naman your secrets? Alam ko yung wife mo yung in charge ng sales and marketing. Pero your secrets of scaling your business, di ba? Kasi alam ko, challenging yan, especially in a very technical industry, di ba? Baka you can share some tips or advice on how you
manage their business.
Manage to scale your
Really
business.
be profitable.
Yeah.
So one of is, I don't know if luck comes into it. But
Luck.
Okay.
One of it is, I think, luck, because surrounding yourself with the right people, and eventually yung lahat ng connections nila, eventually it pans out. Basically, you have to stick to what you're doing. Since we're doing this since 2006, when we started our business, there were so many competitors. We have so many competitors in that field.
Yep.
And ngayon, after 19 years or 18 to 19 years, ilan na lang kami. Kasi kami na lang yung talagang natira. Kami na lang yung we stick to it. Lahat ng mga changes sa industry na nangyari, kahit naging mahirap, yung madaming challenges, we stick to it. Andun lang kami. We continue striving, giving the best we can. And then eventually people still remembers us. They still know us. They know that they know what we can do. And then minsan dumarating yung business even we didn't know. So, some of the things that we scaled to na sila lumapit sa amin, hindi mo na namin sila we weren't actively seeking them.
Okay.
So where do you attribute this staying power? Sa misis?
Yeah.
Kasi siya yung in charge sa sales and marketing eh.
Sa totoo lang, yung wife ko, like I said, head ng sales and marketing, she does most of the the talking, actually, talking to our customers, building relationships. Ako lang nakikipag-usap dun sa mga, ako yung kailangan face-to-face, I'm the one who does it. Pero building on that relationship, having that strong foundation, having a good partner. Okay, let's say hindi wife yung business partner ko. Having a great business partner is very important and helping you grow your business.
Oh, that's right.
Having that right partner.
Inside the Kulambuto tonight.
Yeah. Galing, ha?
Biro lang, Chris.
Pero were there times when you had differences and a lot, ha? And who wins eventually?
There's a lot of
How do you resolve?
Every day.
How do you resolve the differences? Ano, toss coin, gano'n?
Alam mo, in our relationship actually, my wife's relationship, wala kami pinag-aawayan personally.
Yeah,
Parang ang pagtatalo namin is
Business.
in business.
Oh, wow.
Business eh.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, sino masusunod? Hindi ko masabi eh. Minsan ako nasusunod, minsan siya nasusunod.
Ay, okay.
Toss coin yan, toss
Yeah,
coin.
pero I guess pag ako yung nasusunod, is because na-realize din naman niya what I'm saying would be the best solution. And when pag siya nasusunod, siguro that subconsciously na-realize ko din na that solution is actually the best for our business.
Hindi talaga, meron naman, alam mo, RD, may diferensya talaga man and woman. Eh. Say kay Victor Hugo yan. Sabi niya, man is the brain and woman is the heart.
Correct.
Man is the temple and woman is the shrine. Man is strong in his reasons, woman invincible in her tears. Ilang beses siyang umiyak para ano? Parang bago. Anyway, back to ano.
Well, if you could go back in time, Chris, curious lang ako, no? What piece of business advice
would you
give yourself?
Start early na...
Start early.
Start early, ha? Guys, ha? Makinig kayo.
Build on that relationships, continue building relationship wherever you go.
Okay.
Treat everyone with respect. Kahit sabi ko nga, lineman yan or general manager yan ng company, treat them with the same respect. You'll never know 10, 15 years from now kung sino yung lineman na yun. Eh.
Ayun. Tama, no? May. So, nagkaroon ba kayo ng pagkakataon? Was there a time na you took a risk o kaya you took a small loss just to build on that business?
I think we've taken so much losses din throughout our business. Hindi ko na nga maalala specifically yung ano na yun eh. Pero there were projects na we were really sure nasa amin na pero may nangyari along the way. Pero we just have to stick to it. Continue lang kahit may mga losses sa business. Tuloy-tuloy lang.
Importante yung meron kang ano.
Yeah, I mean, tama yung pananaw nyo. It's the cost of doing business, di ba?
Galing.
So,
ganda.
Well, many aspiring entrepreneurs, they fear failure, di ba? What's your take on failure and how has it shaped your success?
Failure, alam mo, you don't really learn much from yung success mo eh. You learn a lot more from your failures. Yes, and ang dami namin natutunan and I guess we are where we are right now is because of the failures na ano namin ng wife ko.
Maganda yun. Win or learn. Yan,
Dami ka natutunan sa mga failures na na-experience namin sa business.
Halimbawa, sandali, kung meron isang failure and then you talk about it. So, and then how do you get over from it?
So eventually, syempre masakit yan, di ba? You get emotional at first, pero you talk it out with your partner or your business partner and find a solution lang. Find a middle ground. Kunyari, hindi kayo, isa sa inyo naging may kasalanan, failure na yan. There's no point naman really na dwell on it, sisihin nyo isa, di ba? Learn from it, and then kung ano natutunan nyo, apply it, then move. Always move forward. Just keep moving forward. Wala naman mangyayari dwelling on it eh.
Galing.
Ako, I follow 2 words eh.
Ano?
Yes, dear.
Yes, dear.
Yes, dear.
Hindi, pero kasi Tito, we're approaching the tail end of our show na. Siguro, some quick fire questions lang. What's your definition of success?
Success, my personal success is that my family's happy, everyone's happy, I'm able to provide what is needed for my family. It doesn't have to be monetary, di ba? As long as everyone's needs are provided, then I'm good. I think that's what success is for me.
And how about failure? How do you see it?
Failure is a tool that you learn from. You cannot really be that successful if there's no failure along the way.
Yeah, tama. Galing, ganda. Can you share some nuggets of wisdom?
Yeah. Kasi again, many Filipinos and Filipinas are watching right now, and they want to build their own path in business. I mean, what are some of the advice that you can share with our audience that is tuned in today?
Yeah. So, not everyone is built for the entrepreneurial life. Pero if you really want it, just go for it. Don't let those fears stop you from achieving your dreams. If you really want to start your own business, you want to be an entrepreneur, if it's really in your heart, just go for it. There's a lot of fear. Dahil nakakatakot yan. Nakakatakot doing it. Pero the rewards that you get personally for in everything is well worth all the challenges or failures and fears that you will get into.
Wow, Chris. Well, again, thank you so much for spending your afternoon with us, and it's been a pleasure having this discussion with you. Again, siguro before we go, I'm sure madaming mga nanonood at nakikinig today who want to reach out to you. Can you once again share your contact details, maybe your website, your telephone number, your email address?
Okay, for those who are interested for contacting Metro Power and Trading Supplies, you can reach us through our Facebook page, Metro Power and Trading Supplies Inc., or you can email us at sales@metropowercorporation.com.
Yeah. And lastly, are you open to mentoring?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Syempre, I choose to. That is what I want as well, to impart whatever I learned throughout the years to the next generation, to the next next entrepreneurs.
Kasi I'm sure, again, marami dyan who are interested in entering the energy industry, pero are seeking a mentor like you, Chris. Yeah. Pwede.
Galing.
Pwede.
Yeah. Well, again, Chris, thank you so much for spending your afternoon with us, and we hope to have you back on the show.
Of course, anytime. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having us.
Bye, everyone.
Walang yumayaman sa pagiging